Hi, I'm Bateman, and you're turned into Snow TV with your favorite section of the show, college cooking. Today, this week, we'll be making a cheeseburger casserole. Yes, that's right, a cheeseburger casserole. Our ingredients this week will be 2 potatoes, whatever size you want. You can use red, you can use whatever. A pound of hamburger, any sort of easy cheese, Kraft cheese, or Kraft cheese singles makes it cheaper. Some sort of onion you can cut up. Crescent rolls or hard roll things, whatever you prefer. This is optional. Pickles or relish. And then your common ketchup and your common mustard. Also, a dish, preferably a 9x9. And of course, your fatty spray. Nobody likes a burnt casserole. Now we're getting started in our cooking process. Now the first thing first, and I always do this, take your fatty substance, coat the crap out of your pan. And I mean coat it. Look at that. Woo! It should be sitting almost in a pool. Alright, you see my pan is thoroughly, it's thoroughly soaked in fat. We ain't gonna have nothing sticking to there. Now this is the optional part. This is what I like to do. You take your crescent roll can, you pop out some of it. What you're gonna do, you're gonna spread it on the bottom of 1/2 of the pan. I'm gonna do. Let's get this. Let's get this sucker out of here, everybody. All right, so take your whole roll. You're gonna take it. You're gonna spread it out. See, I got it nice and coated on the bottom of that pan. There we go. That's a good start right there. So once you have your crescent roll on half, or you can do the full thing, you're going to go ahead and you're going to start dicing up your stuff. These are my little pickles. I go with baby dill. Go with whatever you want. If you want to eat kosher, go kosher. I don't care, you know. This is your food. You can mimic me or you cannot. So I dice the crap out of these things. Chop, chop, chop. As thin or as thick as you want it. Alright, that's good enough for me. Usually you want them uniform size, but it's cheeseburger casserole. The more unique you make it, the more everybody likes it. So I'm going to scoop these up. I'm going to lay these out in my pan. Make sure you have a clean, see, look, I got them all on there. Let's break that sucker up. Okay, then we're going to come to the onions. Now I never quite know how to dice an onion correct. So, you know what? I'm just going to try it right here. But don't copy my technique. You ready? Now I usually, you don't have to do a whole onion for this. I think I'm going to do about half. That's a heck of a lot of onion, but I love onion. And I'm going to chop the crap out of them. Now usually you'd use a thing called a cutting board, but hey, we're in college. Alright, so I got my onion, I got lots of onion, slop it down in my pan. Alright, there we go with the onion. Wow, that's quite a lot of onion. Okay, next step, we're going to come over to our hamburger, pop it out of your package. Now this is 1.7 pounds, so I'm only going to use almost all of it. Usually I only roll about a pound of hamburger. So take your hamburger, you're going to take it, you're going to slop it down in your dish. If you really want, you can do one continuous piece, but you don't got to. So there's our hamburger right on there. You know what, I'm going to throw the extra in there because I'm feeling extra hungry today. After you have your hamburger down, you want to add your ketchup and your mustard or your condiments or whatever you want. Now I'm going to put on the ketchup right down here. Spray that on. Maybe you grew up on eggs and ketchup. I don't know what you want. Look, I put about that much ketchup. I'm going to put the mustard in. That's looking delicious. Alright, now we got our ketchup and mustard down. We're going to go ahead and slop down our cheese. Now we use our little cheap single cheese you buy. It's American cheese, so it's not real cheese. By the way, this is a pretty nutritious meal. It's lots of calories and energy and saturated fat. Alright, so we got our cheese down. Oh, we got another square. Just throw that wherever. Now you can use whatever cheese you want here, but if you're going for cheapness, you better go with this. Now for your potatoes to make your fries, you have some simple choices. You can use whatever potatoes you want, but you can either dice them up yourself, or for me, I have this handy dandy little potato slicing machine. So I'm going to come over, I cut them into halves. I'm going to come over here. I'm going to go ahead and bam! Slice that sucker through. And then keep on going. Alright, once you have your potato, I have my nice little potato wedges sliced. I'm going to go ahead and dice them up a little bit more. Sweet kind of fry effect. And you can do this yourself by hand. I'm just cheating a little bit. So you just chop them up. Alright, we're about done. So we're going to put what I have ready. I'm going to slop them on top of your thing. So we got your potatoes on top for your French fries or your tater tots or whatever you want to put. So we're going to put this on top, and we're about ready to go in the oven. Now for my potatoes, I like to coat it with a lot of fat, a lot of spray. Maybe you have some grease or some butter you want to put on there. Give it kind of the French fry element. Now we're about ready to pop this in the oven. So we got our cheeseburger casserole almost ready. So we're going to go over to the oven. We're going to turn this on bake, 375. Alright, now it's warming up. Go ahead, slop it on in. Alright, it's been 45 minutes. That means it's time to take our cheeseburger casserole out of the oven. Here we go. Let's see how this sucker turned out. Oh my gosh. Look at that. Sizzling in its fatty juices of cheeseburger goodness. I'm going to set it down. Alright, this dish is pretty messy, but let's take a chop out of here. Mmm. Now you probably want to go with less hamburger than I went with, because mine looks a tad undercooked. That's probably because I added a ½ pound of extra hamburger on there. Alright, now we're going to go check on our crescent roll section. See how she turned out. My goodness. Oh my goodness, look, we got the nice bread baked into the bottom right there. Look at that. It's like half a hamburger right there. You just need to add some bread on top and you got a ready-made burger. Wow. Easy peasy, Japanesey. Cheeseburger casserole. I'm Royal Bateman.
I'm Adam Mason.
And you're watching Snow College Cooking.